So, alle Ehre sei Guru und Guranga. Wir machen hier nochmal weiter. All glories to Guru and Guranga. We continue here. Second chapter summary of Bhagavad Gita with the commentaries of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj. So this is the second chapter summary again. When the soul accepts the shelter of a Sat or genuine spiritual master, he realizes his ignorance. He then tries to become free from the illusory traps of Maya by giving up his independent thoughts and respecting the instructions of Sri Gurudev. Since the genuine Guru is a seer of the truth and a single-pointed prema bhakta or loving devotee, he is free from the four defects of being illusioned, making mistakes, having imperfect senses and cheating. When the sadhak or the practitioner hears the instructions from the lotus mouth of his merciful Sri Guru, he understands the difference between the soul and the material body. He also realizes the ill effects of sense enjoyment. Sense enjoyment, and becomes attracted to hearing the thoughts, characteristics and glories of the Sthita Prajna Munis, of those sages who are firmly fixed in transcendence. So, then by the influence of sadhu sangha, or the association with saints, an awareness sprouts within his heart of the need to attain tattva jnana, the revealed philosophical truth. So, chapter 3 is dealing with Karma Yoga. Yoga through the principle of action. When the soul has heard Sri Krishna's instructions, he understands that Karma Yoga consists of endeavors performed without selfish desire for the service of Sri Bhagavan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If the heart is full of desires for sense enjoyment, accepting the garb of a sannyasi or a renunciant is not actual sannyas but his hypocrisy, and can never bring auspiciousness. The soul should perform his karma activity as service to Bhagavan, Supreme Lord, because performing karma for sense enjoyment does not produce any auspicious result. Performance of karma, such as Vedic yagyas, can award mundane sense pleasure, but such pleasure is temporary and mixed with distress. However, Karma Yoga purifies the heart. It is therefore auspicious to give up all types of akarma, means not doing the duty, vikarma, performing sinful activities, and sakam karma, that means karma performed with desires for material results, and to adopt only Nishkam Karma Yoga, and that is the yoga without attachment to the results. So this is the summary to the third chapter. So when these things will be discussed in detail, so many things will be clarified. That's why I'm not going to say anything more about it now. Let me just continue with the fourth chapter, and that is Jnana Yoga. Yoga through transcendental knowledge. The fourth chapter begins with instructions on Jnana Yoga. It first explains that one can only get genuine tattva jnana, spiritual knowledge, by receiving the mercy of Sri Guru, who has seen the absolute truth. He is Tattvadashi. The mercy manifests through the process of hearing from one who is a bona fide disciple in the bona fide disciplic succession. So he's in the line of bona fide students that's coming down. So every student becomes a master in this line. And this is called parampara. One cannot possibly attain Bhagavad Tattva Gyan, means knowledge about the Supreme Lord, through mundane learning, intelligence, or knowledge. This Tattva Gyan signifies realization. It's not knowledge. It is also explained in this chapter that the Supreme Lord's incarnations appear in every yuga or millennium. The birth and activities of the Supreme Lord are divine, apakrita, and it is foolish and offensive to consider them to be mundane, prakrita. Because some people think that is according to the laws of material nature that these things happen. One attains Tattva Gyan or realized knowledge in the association of a Tattvadashi Guru, so a Guru who has seen the actual truth, the absolute truth, gradually hearing from him about the unique characteristics of Jnana Yoga and its superiority to Karma Yoga. One can easily cross over the ocean of birth and death by taking shelter of real Tattva Gyan. Yeah? So we have to have this real understanding and the shelter of this. The sadhak or the practitioner cannot make progress if he doubts this. If he lacks Tattva Gyan, realized knowledge, he will become fallen and deviate from the path, becoming trapped again in the cycle of karma, as most of us are. So next time we continue with chapter 5, and that is Karma Sannyas Yoga. So thank you for watching. Jai Gonitai.